What's up, y'all? It's your girls, Doe and Mo, back with another episode of the Rooted Life Podcast. If you are a part of the Rooted fam, then welcome back. Glad to see you again. And if you're new here, then what you need to know is that we're two best friends who have been best friends for 15 plus years.
Wowzer.
We love Jesus, and we love helping women thrive in their relationships with God, themselves, and others by focusing on faith and well-being.
Yep, and this season we're talking all about change. So change that happens in your body, relationships, careers, work, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited. Last episode we talked about change in relationship, which is obviously kind of our thing. And yeah, I'd love to hear maybe what was your highlight from the last episode? Yeah. I turned the tables on you. You wasn't ready for it.
Actually, I loved what you said about balancing between trying to support people in their relationship changes, but also prioritizing yourself.
Yeah.
And just kind of like the tension that can exist sometimes between protecting oneself and also showing up for others. So what was your favorite part of the episode?
I share like what my therapist had talked to me about when you're being happy for someone, recognizing like not having a scarcity mindset and thinking that maybe God only has good for them and he has like a limited amount of good that he can provide in our lives, but like God can do great things in your life and my life, and I can be happy for you and cheer you on and believe that God is still moving actively in my life and will move in the future. Ooh, that was a little bar.
Preach at the beginning.
That was a little bar.
Yeah.
Okay, and then today I'm very excited about this episode. We're talking about personal evolution. So how we're growing internally and progressing into the women God has called us to be. So I think it's going to be good.
I think so.
We want to do glows and grows or what?
Yes. But before grows and glows, have a little something here. Our relationship card game.
That's beautiful,
Pulse
girl.
check. It's like crazy to kind of like have it in the hand, like in the flesh, like it's a real thing. But yeah, so we have been working on this for 2 years. It's been a labor of love, and it has taken some time to get to this moment. But Pulse Check is a relationship card game that is meant to spark meaningful conversations, build deeper connections, and really just connect with the people you love the most. And so it is now available for pre-order. So just, hop right on to that bio, click that link, and y'all can support us.
Cop that. All right.
Yeah,
glows
and grows.
Am I going first?
You go first.
Okay. Well, I kind of already hinted towards. I was like telling Dorian earlier. I'm like, I'm telling all my business this season, but maybe what else is new?
What's new?
What else is new?
Yeah.
I think a grow for me is really working through comparison. Especially, I talked about in the last episode, like our friends are getting married and having babies, and just like comparison can sneak up on you so quickly. You see one picture, one Instagram post, one little thing, and next thing you know, your joy has been stolen.
Day wrecked.
And so really.
Whole day be wrecked.
Whole day over because I saw one image on Instagram.
Yeah.
And so I think maybe it's not even just comparison. I guess now that I'm processing it, it's really about protecting my heart and having more clear boundaries about myself when I'm feeling maybe more tender and sensitive, just like being more mindful so I don't fall into that trap.
Yeah.
And maybe when I do fall into that trap, for me, I like have a worship playlist. I have scriptures I say. So even if the comparison comes, for me, just like keep implementing those tools so I don't fall into that trap. And again, kind of what I referenced earlier is like God is doing good in their life and he's doing good in my life. And that's the end and the beginning of it. Period.
That's it.
So that's my little grow.
What's your glow?
I don't remember. What's my glow? I think on the other end of that, because I've been practicing more tools around managing my emotions and comparison, I feel like I'm reaching a new level of contentment of singleness.
Okay, there you go.
I never thought I said people be happy in your singleness. When you're not looking for him, you'll find y'all be saying all sorts of things that we don't need to hear. Y'all, it's
not me.
It's y'all. But I think I'm reaching a new level of contentment with God. And it is wonderful and full of so much joy and so much peace. And I'm like, thank you, God. So that's the glow, that he's doing a lot of work in my heart. And I ain't trying to be single forever. Just, I don't want no wires getting crossed. I'm not trying to be here forever, but right now I'm good with it because I trust you and it's a good plan.
Yeah.
That's my glow and my grow.
I love it. I love both of those, actually.
Thank you, ma'am.
My grow, rushing.
Oh.
I just feel like as I was like sitting here thinking about it a little bit more, I think what it really is that I'm trying to cram so much into my days. Like I have a lot of things that I'm trying to manage, which is fine. But it's trying to cram all the things. And the sense of rushing is like if I miss like one little thing, then it's all going to fall apart. So really, I think it's like I'm trying to lean more into controlling all the things that I'm trying to do instead of just trusting that, like, if God has given me all of these things, all these assignments and areas that he wants me to pour into, then he will also give me the capacity to manage it all. And so I can move with a little bit more peace, a little bit more grace through it instead of feeling like it's me holding it all together. That's really what that sense of rushing, I think, is. It's like, if I don't get it done, it won't get done. It's actually like, even if you fall short, like, you know the one who's got it all together. So you're going to be okay. Like, you can relax a little bit. So
that makes me think of the John Mark Comer book.
Yeah.
About
what's Beautiful Resistance?
No, that other book he had about resting.
The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
That'll get you
I have not read it, so
really? You didn't do the Devo?
No, I haven't done that one.
Have you purchased the book?
No, I don't have that book.
Okay. I saw it at your house.
I love listening to his teaching, but I have not actually read anything by him.
Oh, do the Devo.
Yeah.
It's literally talking about the title.
Yeah, well, the Ruthless Elimination of Hurry is pretty.
Talks about Jesus, how Jesus wasn't in a rush. He was like focused and directed, but never rushing. It's really beautiful.
I have such a long list of books that need to be read.
But this is a 7-day Devo, so it might feel more accessible.
Devo. Okay.
It's the shorter version.
Yeah, I'll pop onto that.
Yeah, okay.
Well, in other news, my glow? My glow. I'll say another glow. My glow is that I've been timely.
Okay.
I think, anybody who's been with us a long time knows that timeliness is not necessarily one of my strong suits. However, I've been very timely. So I just kind of assumed for a long time that there was a general 5 to 10 minute grace period on anything. But then I learned through working with other people that people really do kind of be on time. So once I learned that, I've been super timely. Just trying to get up in advance and doing all the things. I left on time today. I was here, 5 minutes to spare, sitting in the car. So just proud of that.
I feel like your wedding is a perfect example of that. We didn't
was
rush.
I late?
No.
Oh,
exactly.
It was quite timely.
Everything was timely. So well planned
ceremony
out. We had a bunch of time.
It was great.
So well,
It was
timely.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was such a great day.
All right, so the episode we're talking about personal evolution today.
Okay.
Really, we're talking about how you navigate the change of who you're becoming. What does that look like? What are you wrestling with internally? What are the reflections that are coming out of that?
Okay.
And so as we get started with this conversation, what stands out to you about personal evolution? Why do you think it's something important for us to talk about?
I think it's interesting too because different people get to know different iterations of you.
Yeah, that's kind of
cool. So I feel like the people who know other than you, maybe my sister and a handful of people.
Yeah.
The people closest to me have met me in the last 5 years. So the way they see me is way different. It's a true version of who I am, but it's such a mature and evolved iteration. I'm almost surprised when someone says something. I'm like, that's me? You talking about me?
That's me?
Who that Harpo? That's me? So I think there's almost a reconciling of this new version of myself and the old version of myself, and maybe there's a piece of forgiveness and grace there of that version of myself served a purpose. It was good, but also just recognizing how people see me and who I am. There's almost this, I guess maybe tension is the word of reconciling how people see me and how I see myself.
Yeah. And
kind of just wrestling with that. I'm like, oh, people you're a leader, and I'm like, I never really thought about myself as that, but now that looking at my track record, that adds up.
I guess I am.
So it's just interesting too. And then I think I'm in a season 2 where I'm around a lot of people who see my gifts and strengths. So when people are calling it out, I'm not used to people doing that. I'm like, who are you?
Is that me?
Talking about me? And then I'm like, oh, track record. Okay, yeah. So there's almost this processing of reconciling who people perceive me to be, who I am, and who I actually am becoming. And I think that's important because I think it's important to celebrate our little wins and the progress. Not yelling at somebody when you used to yell at somebody, or even responding differently. I just think there's something really beautiful about recognizing your change, celebrating it, and I think on top of that, recognizing God's faithfulness to bring you to this version and recognize that he was working in your heart, working in you, through you, that whole time to become this version.
Yeah.
So those are my reflections.
That's good.
What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking a little bit about how people perceive you as well as you're going through change, but more so particularly good change, how people can see that and they're super hype about it, which is great. But change internally, a lot of the work that it takes to go through a lot of changes can be really hard.
It is.
And so I think, you mentioned something when we were kind of previewing around not wanting to rain on their parade of being happy for you. And I was also just sitting here thinking about being mindful of the fact that people often may want some of the things that you do have. So like being mindful of how you go through it, I think it's also important for making sure that people stay encouraged in their desire for the thing too. Because if you get somewhere like, okay, great, I've gotten promoted, and then you're like ragging on it the whole time, like I think just being mindful of how you even steward the blessing. Because there are people like looking and paying attention and trying to like balance between the struggle that you may be experiencing while navigating and also like the excitement that people will have around that thing.
Yeah, that reminds me of a conversation we had a few episodes ago, an analogy someone gave me about recognizing people's place in your life. Like some people are in the audience, some people are out in the foyer, in the lobby, some people are backstage. And I think a lot of people who are excited about things happening in our lives are often people who are just in the audience. They don't actually need to be privy to. You don't have to lie. You should be like, yeah, it's like that person isn't there for that.
Yeah.
So I think there's also something to be said about recognizing someone's place in your life so that you can like be honest and authentic, but also recognize this person's not there for me to like complain about this house. And like that's not their role. Like my role right now is like, there's some challenges.
Yeah.
And me and God are working through it. But I think there's something, because it's like maybe me and you can talk about that because like we backstage.
Yeah.
We practice. We got the script, everything, and everyone's not in that place in our lives,
No, that's really good. Being able to discern who you can really like show your cards with.
Yeah.
Because, your team maybe are not the people that you're like, I don't like leading you guys.
Yikes.
You may feel that sometimes.
Yeah.
Not saying that I feel that.
Right, I got you.
So one may feel that it's challenging to lead people. But yeah, that's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 2?
Yeah.
Next question. What has surprised you most? And how is it like what has surprised you most as you're like becoming this version of yourself and you kind of reflect on your growth? And how is that contributing to who you're becoming today?
I think what has surprised me is like I never connected how much you as an individual change as your circumstances change. I almost saw them as like two separate things. Like changing on your own is kind of like you're thinking about it. Like I want to be more healthy. So I'm like making conscious decisions to eat better and to work out. And like I am like the means by which that change is happening. Like I'm in control of that change. But I think what surprises me is that as everything around you can change, then like, of course you're going to naturally change along with it. And maybe I'm just like late to connecting those two, but I did not imagine how much I would like internally need to adjust, shift, and be different because the circumstance itself was being different. Even just kind of like with work changing, leading a team, I kind of saw it as like, okay, now this thing is happening. Okay, I just have to like manage more people and like have a few more responsibilities, but not like internally I was going to need to do additional work in order to rise to the challenge of like the circumstance changing. So that was super surprising to me. And just like seeing the ways that I need to lean on God differently in order to navigate those things. I just was caught off guard. I'm like, I had done so much work to get good for the last levels. And then now I'm like, no, wait a minute.
I thought that was bamboozled.
Thought that was gonna carry me over. I would have a little carryover, but nah, you gotta get into it.
I wonder too if like God keeps us from seeing all of it, because it's like if I really saw the real challenges, I would be like, please don't sign me up for that package.
No. I would like to be an individual contributor.
Yes.
For the rest of my life. I don't need to lead people. I can just, but like if you're not being stretched, then you're not growing, and that's so good. You have to kind of go through that process in order to grow and mature. So yeah,
that's good.
What about you?
I think when I think about the version I am, like the version of myself I am today, I think about all the challenging moments and seasons that brought me to this version of myself. And I never thought I would have gratitude for them because they were so hard and so painful. And in a lot of ways, they felt like they didn't have purpose. I'm like, why are we why are we here? This is so dumb.
Yeah.
I just could not imagine purpose in that, in that pain. I just couldn't fathom it. But then I look back on the last 7 years and I'm like, that was so good. I wouldn't even change anything. Like that was so he just masterfully curated the whole thing that I think I'm just surprised that I have gratitude for the things that once made me cry. I can't even understand that.
That's
like the
wild.
things that made me cry and sob.
Yeah.
I am rejoicing over.
Thank God that happened. Yeah.
How did he do that? I'm literally appalled. Like how?
What do you think is the hardest thing that you went through that you're like, ooh, that like
I don't
really
even
needed to happen?
I think that working for the church.
Really? Okay.
I used to cry going to church every morning.
Dang.
That's how much it was draining me.
Yeah.
And it was in 2020.
Yeah.
And let's not forget who was at the church.
Wait, what was
that? Was me showing the white part of my hand.
I was like, wait, what? Light skinned people? I was so confused.
You ain't seen black people be like.
I actually haven't seen that before.
Oh yeah.
I just say whites.
Dorian, we're on the internet.
Oh, okay.
I think that was really hard. It wasn't the hardest, but that was one that like really, really stretched me. Mm-hmm. But I think because I had so many experiences in the church that were traumatic growing up and not healthy, I think I had to be put in that environment for those things to come to the surface. Yeah. And so it's like the situations he put me in were so those things that were dormant in me that I thought I had resolved that were still unresolved could come to the surface, and we could like, I had to wrestle him for it. And I think that it healed a lot of things. And I think also just like Pastor Ben was such a great leader. Like him and I didn't see eye to eye, but like the guy he was on the stage was the guy that he was at home, you know, helping his kids with homework and leading us. And so I think also just being under healthy leadership with someone with a lot of integrity and values, as challenging as it was, like I needed to learn to submit to leadership. Like there's some things I really needed to learn. Yeah. So it was hard, but I just cannot believe the things that once made me sob, I am like rejoicing and overjoyed about.
That's crazy.
I just can't even believe it.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like that moment will ever come.
It doesn't.
When you're in it. Yeah. And that is the hard part about, honestly, like faith. That's the hard part about like trusting God is like in the moment, it doesn't feel like resolve will ever come. It's like, why am I here? It's not making any sense. But his track record is so faithful, and being able to see like how he has brought you through every single moment, I think like that is the part that continues to carry you on, is being able to thread it from, okay, I made it through this one. It was dark and it was low.
Come on.
But then I made it to the next one. And then you get to the next one, it starts to look a little dark and low. And it's like, okay, this doesn't feel great, but we've been in a dark and low season before. Yeah. And so I know that he'll deliver me yet again.
And I think I would add, too, it's just like, I don't always know the work he's doing. It doesn't always feel like he's working in me. It feels like he's just putting me in a bunch of uncomfortable, inconvenient situations. And I'm like, you like me? I'm in the middle of the ocean, just doggy paddling. You like this, God? I'm just doggy paddling.
It's good for you.
I'm drowning every day. Are you enjoying this? And it's like he's doing a beautiful work that I can't even perceive. And then you get to the end of it and you're like, that work was so beautiful. It's a chef's kiss every time. And that just blows my mind that like my evolution is not, I think what I need to tell people, my evolution is not a result of our hard work, our strength. We haven't muscled our way into this. It was the work of the Holy Spirit, period. But you don't always feel that work because all you see is the challenge, the difficulty, the inconvenience, the tears. But in the middle of that, he's working in us. And he's bringing us into a version of ourselves that we didn't even know we could be. And that is unbelievable.
The most beautiful part.
Yeah. I'm speechless.
Yeah. I mean, the long game is crazy with God. It's just like, how did you even know that I was going to be here and need to get a little bit of that and learn a little bit of this and work under this person? And so, I mean, it's all a part of a beautiful story for your life. Beautiful. Yeah. I love it. Oh. Well, you gave people encouragement, but any final thing that if someone is kind of in the same season as you, what kind of insight or encouragement would you give them?
It's advice I didn't like hearing.
Okay.
I didn't think I'd say it.
They probably won't either then.
They probably won't like it. I'm going to say it anyway.
It'll be good for them.
I say the hidden season is for your good. Being hidden feels like a punishment.
Yeah.
It feels like God has forgotten you. It feels like he's left you out. It feels like punishment. But it is a privilege to be hidden. It is a means of protection and preservation. And I think, if you think about 1 King, if you want a story in the Bible, you can go to 1 Kings 17, Elijah. And just, God had him hidden in a ravine getting fed by birds. I mean, it's the most absurd. We read the story like, oh, I'm like, that's absurd. First of all, he's a prophet doing the work of God. And God's like, all right, go sit in a ravine for years by yourself, but just talk to me, I guess. I mean, what else are you doing? He don't got no phone. You know what I mean? Just spend time with me. So I think I would just remind people that hidden seasons are a means of protection and preservation. They are for your good. He has not forgotten you. He is still working. He is still moving. And one day, if he gives you the gift of insight, you'll be able to look back and see how his faithfulness has never failed.
Oh, so sweet.
That's it.
So sweet.
It never failed.
It never fails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? What's your encouragement for the peoples?
I think, like, I've been reflecting on the fact that there's more in you than you know.
Ooh, I like that.
And like, I mean, I wake up a lot being like, can I do this? I really don't know. And so I think my encouragement to people would be like, there's more in you than you know. And even if you don't know, God knows. And that's the best part about it. And so if he's brought you to something, even if it feels like too much, even if you feel like you're kind of spiraling out trying to hold it all, he has brought you there, not because he expects you to, like you said, muscle your way through it, but he's looking for you to lean on him so y'all can go through it together. And whatever he has brought you through or placed on your plate is because he knows that you have everything that you need in order to be able to hold it. So
and you got everything you need because you got him.
You do.
And you really have more in you than you know. And you don't know it until he like puts you in a situation in which more, and you're like, I didn't even know I was that strong.
And I could do all
resilient.
that.
Okay. Guess you know something I don't know about me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, most things.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we've gotten to the end of our episode.
Okay.
So like we said at the beginning of the episode, you know, we have our beautiful card game.
Yeah.
The Kickstarter started this month, so y'all can contribute to that. But we want to kind of give y'all a little taste of what the game feels like. So we have a question we're going to end each episode with. So the question today is, what do you desire more of this season?
I desire more time and space that is uninterrupted. Just like uninterrupted time, really just to think. Like, I realize that when you're always going, like, your brain doesn't get a second to just dream, or to just be still and not think about anything, just to kind of like be. And I need a little bit more margin in my life, and so I'm looking forward to some more of that.
I like that.
What about you?
I said something similar, which is not a surprise. I said I want to, when I was kind of reflecting on this question earlier, I want to get lost in the things I love. I love that. When you're reading a good book and you forgot, like, oh my God, I'm reading a book, you know?
Like
or you're like doing a really good workout and you just kind of like get in the flow and you're like, I forgot I was like lifting weights or like walking my dog. So I think I just want to get lost in the things I love.
Yeah,
with the people I love.
Sweet.
Okay.
Well, y'all, if you love us, then I know you'll love this game. But you can definitely support by looking at the link in our bio. You can pre-order the game. You can share that question with somebody in your community, see what their response is. And we would love for y'all to also share this episode. Don't be gatekeeping. Put somebody on.
Period. Also, if you want more reflections from our episodes and just some more of our additional thoughts, we have a newsletter. It's free. We send about 2 a month, so you can also just click that information in the description and sign up to receive our newsletter. Well, as always, we love y'all. Stay rooted.